Hello everybody, welcome to World Monologue Games 2022. It is such a pleasure to be back. We are here for our third season. You're watching the regional finals tonight. These are our best performers from about, I think, 60, 70 countries that submitted. I'm not even sure. We have 21 live stream events in the regional finals across 6 categories. This is the main amateur category, and you're watching Asia Pacific and Europe and the Middle East. About 300 performers from 40 countries made it through to the regionals, so it's going to be pretty epic. World Monologue Games is expanding, so we have been in like hardcore development mode this year. We have released a member portal just to upgrade the sort of back end of the event. We've released an education program, and we have a new challenges program. So the challenges program is just a series of events. If you're an actor, there's a super cool thing we've got coming up called Last Man Standing, starting on the 1st of November. This is where you get a script at the very beginning of every day, and you have 24 hours to learn, film, and submit it. And if you're still standing in December, then we get all Squid Game on you and just try to knock you out. So it's lots of fun, and there's a link in the description below if that sounds interesting. Now, a little bit more about the show you're about to see. Please be warned that there is strong language and often adult themes at World Monologue Games, so if you're sensitive to any particular content or anything like that, be warned. You do get to vote for your 2 favourite performances at the end of the show, and I'll come back on once the show's finished and explain how all of that works. If you'd like to support the event, just whack the like button. That's one of the best things you could do, or hit subscribe. Leave us a chat message, leave some comments. The actors love to see those, and it's good for the YouTube algorithm. I think that's probably enough from me, so let's hand over to our amazing performers. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy World Monologue Games 2022 Regional Finals, our very first event for the year. Enjoy.
Don't you dare walk away from me. And don't tell me you're sorry. And don't you dare tell me to let it go or forget it. I wish I could. But I can't. I can't just forget that we had something. And you're running away. You're running away, Mark. Don't you see that? You're running away from what I've searched for all my life. Why? Because you're scared? I'm scared too. But you and I will have something worth fighting for, and we can make it work. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but I care about you. And I know deep down under this bravado, you care about me. This is what it's all about, Mark. Don't you get it? It's about the human experience. You can pretend all you want, but you're only lying to yourself. Besides, you're denying the simple and wonderful fact that you're emotional and vulnerable and alive. Can you honestly just stand there and tell me that I mean nothing to you? That everything that happened that night was just a lie? Absolutely nothing. You know what? I feel sorry for you, Mark. I'll move on. I'll find someone else. I'll be alright because I will know that I tried. But you will look back one day. You will realize what you threw away. You will regret it.
Oh, by the way, you know Venice, the city? Well, it's sinking. I read it recently. Something about mud and the foundation's been made of wood, which is actually a butcher's for any foundation. But get this, all the while Venice is sinking, the sea level is just rising up to meet it. It risen it from the map in double time. You know what? Sometimes I think somebody up there doesn't want me to ever see Venice. It's like they're doing the level best to get rid of it nicely, quietly, and quickly. Because at this rate, I'll never be able to see the churches, the laneways, the mosques, the canals. You know, I've got a birthday coming up. Well, this birthday is a milestone birthday. And when it comes, I can't still be here. I mean, not at norms, and not while Venice is sinking and the water's rising up, and I miss it at all. I'm sorry, but I can't still be here.
Perché stai piangendo? Lo sai che non sopporto quando piangi. Guarda il lato positivo, no? Non ti ho ancora fatta fuori. E di fronte a questa generosità, perché cazzo stai piangendo? Ok, forse non mi ami più. Forse mi amavi quando non c'ero, perché chi c'era con te? Rispondimi, chi c'era con te? Si chiamava Alex, no? L'ho fatto a pezzi, 1000 pezzettini. Ma con te voglio fare un'altra cosa. Ho in mente una cosa speciale, sai? Visto che in fondo stiamo ancora insieme. Finché non ti uccidi stiamo ancora insieme, giusto? Ti prendo un regalo. Sai tesoro, per finire la nostra relazione pensavo che magari potevamo divertirci un po'. Possiamo fare questo giochino insieme. Però non so da dove cominciare. Non c'è stata una volta che tu ti sia espressa positivamente con me. Una volta che tu mi abbia detto che mi vuoi bene. Adesso io sono qua per fare la resa dei conti. Cominciamo da sopra, cominciamo da sotto.
You know Venice, the city, well, it's sinking. I read that recently. Something about the mud and the foundations being made of wood, which is a poor choice for any foundation. And all the while, get this, all the while Venice is sinking, the sea level is just rising up to meet it. Raising it from the map double time. Sometimes I think someone up there doesn't ever want me to see Venice. It's like they're doing their level best to get rid of it nice and quickly and quietly. At this rate, I'll never see the buildings and the laneways and the churches and the masks and the canals. You know I have a birthday coming up. This birthday, it's a milestone birthday. And when it comes, I can't still be here. Not at Norm's. Not while Venice is sinking and the water's rising, and I'm missing it all. I can't still be here. I'm sorry. And then I'll ask for 6 weeks.
cruel. De quel œil il m'a congédié sans pitié, sans douleur au moins étudiée? L'ai-je vu se troubler et me plaindre un moment? N'ai-je pu tirer un seul gémissement? Muet à mes soupirs, tranquille à mes alarmes, semblait-il seulement qu'il eût part à mes larmes et je le plains encore? Et, pour comble d'ennui, mon lâche cœur s'intéresse pour lui. Je tremble aux seules pensées du coup qui le menace et prête à me venger, je lui fais déjà grâce, non. Ne révoquons point l'arrêt de mon courroux, qu'il périsse. Aussi bien il ne vit plus pour nous. Le perfide triomphe et se rit de ma rage, il pense voir en pleurs dissiper cet orage, il croit que, toujours faible et d'un cœur incertain, je parerai d'un bras les coups de l'autre main, il juge encore de moi par mes bontés passées. Mais plutôt le perfide a bien d'autres pensées. Triomphant dans le temple, il ne s'informe pas si l'on souhaite ailleurs sa vie ou son trépas. Il me laisse l'ingrat cet embarras funeste. Non. Encore un coup. Laissons agir au reste. Qu'il meure, puisqu'enfin il a dû le prévoir et puisqu'il m'a forcé enfin à le vouloir. À le vouloir. Et quoi, c'est donc moi qui l'ordonne? Sa mort sera l'effet de l'amour d'Hermione. Ce prince, dont mon cœur se faisait autrefois avec tant de plaisir redire les exploits à qui, même en secret, je m'étais destinée avant qu'on eût conclu ce fatal hyménée. Je n'ai donc traversé tant de mers, tant d'états que pour venir si loin préparer son trépas, l'assassiner, le perdre, devant qu'il expire.
You know, I got my first viral hit when I was 12 years old. I wasn't even old enough to be on the goddamn platform, and I played their algorithm like a fiddle. I wasn't even trying either. It was just some dumb Minecraft video I filmed in my parents' basement. Call it Crazy Naked Lady Sex Glitch, because my friends dared me to, and put a broad with huge cans in the thumbnail. 500,000 views in 2 weeks. It was insane, bro. I became a school celebrity, actually. You know, everyone found out it was me. And I mean everybody. I got suspended. I guess my parents probably figured that, you know, I learned a lesson. You post dumb shit online, you get kicked out of school. But all I really learned was just how great it felt to be on top. So, you know, I kept trying. I kept perfecting the recipe. At first I thought maybe people were actually coming for the gameplay, but that turned out to be bullshit pretty damn quick. No, they were coming for that thirsty-ass thumbnail and that stupid title. Yeah, the papers have this all figured out, right? The papers get you to buy their shit by making you really freaking angry. And I figured it out. People on YouTube are really freaking horny. I mean, just think about it. You got a website with millions of awkward, hormonal teenagers. You throw a couple of titties their way, you got them. Hook, line, and sinker. And, you know, there's so many people out there who say, oh, that's clickbait, that's clickbait. You can't just put whatever you want in the title or put some crazy shit in the thumbnail. That's clickbait. Motherfucker, I invented clickbait, okay? All these haters, all these trolls, you know what I call them? Teslas. Because I am the freaking Thomas Edison of YouTube, okay? And they are just bitter of my success. Even if I go down in history as a giant asshole, I'm still going down in history.
You're probably wondering why I haven't killed you yet. Well, I'm wondering the same thing. Usually it just happens, takes less than a second, then it's forgotten in the next one. But huge different. Don't know why. I just don't know why. I don't love you. I have no feelings for you whatsoever. We've just met. It's so strange, so strange. I guess even the greats have an off night. Maybe tonight's my off night. Maybe. What do you think? Should I let you live? Yeah. Yeah, you think you should live? Some psycho was just about to kill you, then he lets you go. What a story you can tell your friends. Amazing stuff right there, don't you think? But I have to kill you. Relax. I do. I do this because of what I'm supposed to do. Even an athlete on an off night performs. I have to perform. I'm not sure I'll be able to live with myself if I don't perform. I sure won't be the star player I believe myself to be if I just let you go. I'm sure you understand. I mean, yeah, it sucks for you that I'm about to kill you now, but a part of you understands. Even if it's the tiniest part. Well, I usually don't remember these things, but this time round I think I'll definitely remember you. Take care.
أن تكون إنسانا عاديا، إنسانا استقلاليا بذاتك، لا أحد يفهمك، حتى لا منزلا يأويك. كل هذا يستطيع إجبارك على محاربة هذه الحياة. لم يكن أحد يعرف من أكون حتى قتلتك. كان يوما أسود. إنها ليلتي التي أتمكن فيها من كسر حاجز عظيم، حاجز تسبب لي بالضعف، حاجز دمر حياتي، دمرتها أنا. جاء اليوم الذي أكون فيه أقوى، أكون فيه ظالما أشد ظلما منك. حياتي قبل هذه الحادثة كانت مليئة بالضعف، ممزوجة بالبؤس والحزن، بالوحدة. انتقمت لنفسي، أصبحت أكثر جرأة، أصبحت الشخص الذي يستطيع مواجهة مخاوفه لوحده. كنت كالكابوس الذي يلاحقني في كل مكان، كنت سوادي ومأساتي. قتلتك بكامل عقلي. ها أنا الآن أخسر كل شيء، أدخل عالم المجرمين. قررت أن أستبدل قلبي وأضع مكانه قلبا حجريا، وأسرق من الجدران صلبتها، أغوص في وحل هذا العالم القذر.
Come round me, little childer. There, don't fling stones at me because I mutter as I go. But pity Moll McGee. My man was a poor fisher with shorelines in the say. My work was salt and herons to hold it a long day. Sometimes when the salt and sheds I scarce could drag my feet. Under the blessed moonlight, along the pebbly street. I'd always been but weakly, My baby was just born. A neighbour minded her by day. I minded her till morn. I lay upon my baby, ye little childer dear. I looked on my cold baby as the morn grew frosty and clear. A weary woman sleeps so hard. My man grew red and pale, gave me money and bade me go to my own place Kinsale. He drove me out and shut the door and gave his curse to me. I went away in silence. No neighbour could I see. The windows and the doors were shut. One star shone pale and green. The little straws were turning round across the bare boreen. I went away in silence. Beyond old Martin's byre I saw a friendly neighbour blowing her morning fire. She drew from me my story. My money is all used up, but still with pity and scorn and eye she gives me bite and sup. She says my man will surely come to fetch me home again, but always as I'm moving round, without doors or within, piling the wood or piling the turf or going to the well, I'm thinking of my baby and keening to myself. Sometimes I'm sure she knows, when opening wide his doors, God lights the stars his candles and looks upon the poor. So now, you little children, you won't fling stones at me, but gather with your shining looks and pity Moll McGee.
Okay, fine. I thought she was perfect, okay? I thought she was the one. For me, anyway. But now we're not together. So, I guess there'll be another. And I'll move on. I'm not the first person in the world to go through a breakup. I'm fine. Honestly, I don't think about it much anymore. Yeah. I guess back then, it was still raw. But I didn't sign up for this just because we broke up. Bit dramatic, going to therapy over a breakup, no? It was more about what she said. I pretty much remember it word for word. She said that she never knew what was going through my head and didn't know if I did either. She did try to help with the moods. That's what she called it, but she said she couldn't help me if I wasn't ready to help myself. And she thought I needed to see someone. And until I did, the thought of adding a child into the mix, she didn't want to do it. She said it wouldn't be fair on them or on us. So it was over. Pretty shit to hear when she already had my child inside her, but you know, that's life. Yeah. We found out a couple months ago. She got determination in the end. She said she didn't see how she could have this baby with me. But she didn't want to do it without me.
Gay? Why would you assume that? Because my partner's a man? Why does everyone assume that makes me gay? I like women, all sorts of women. I don't discriminate. I guess I have a loose age range preference, but that's about it. Problem is, women aren't too fond of me. Why? Who knows? It's not like I'm shy. Reasonable confidence, yeah? I think it's because people can find me too intense. Do you find me intense? No, I'm really asking if you find me intense. Well, whatever it is what it is, and what it is women want what isn't whatever I am. I tried, believe me, I tried really hard. Social group, online dating, the gym, the laundry aisle, the supermarket. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I even joined the local community garden to find someone as washed up and desperate as me. But I didn't get a single bite. Ironically enough, I met Glenn through one of my failed internet dates. We had way better chemistry than me and Latifah, so we started hanging out. Months turned into years, and eventually I said to him, Glenn, neither of us can find anyone, and I'm frankly pretty sick of yo-yoing between lonely, desperate, and crying to a glass of red wine in the bath. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Glenn's like, yeah, alright. I'm like, doesn't mean we have to be romantic or do gay stuff. You know I'm straight, right? What are you, anyway? Glenn shrugs, says he's not really interested in sex and stuff. So, we became a couple. It's funny. I'm not gay, he's not really anything. There's no romance, but we hang out a lot and we definitely love each other. He's my partner after all. Even if I don't know how to describe whatever it is we have. Anyway, I wanted to ask you a supremely important question. Do you want to hook up with me? It's not like Glenn minds.
Hey babe, tell me what you wanna be. Float your mind and listen to the beat. Rockin' to the levels, you're so fortunate free.
Now, I'll just explain how the voting works for anyone who's watching. So what you have to do is just log in and vote for your two favorite performances. You do need a Google account. That's just to make sure we don't get spammy, dodgy votes coming through. And what happens is we also have judges watching the event, and we will put through a certain number of the performances from each of our three main amateur shows into the global finals. I have the breakdown here in today's show, the Asia Pacific, Europe and the Middle East show. We put through 3 of the judges' choice and 1 of the viewers' choice. For the Australia show tomorrow at 8 p.m, that's Saturday, 8 p.m, Sydney, Australia time, we're putting 5 of the judges' choice and 1 viewer choice through. And that is because we have many more performers tomorrow. And on Sunday, we have our 3rd and final show, that's Africa and the Americas. I believe we're putting through 4 judges and 1 viewers from that show. Just because of the different numbers of performers in each show, we put different numbers of performers through into the globals.